Previously on Ready to Die.
Podtalksports, episode 2 with Matt D and Kivo.
We back.
How y'all doing today, man? It's August 27th, 2020.
Crazy year.
2020. We're still in 2020.
Stop.
Come
on, bro. Hurricane Laura. Yeah. We having boycotts. It's the same stuff continues to happen. And I can't.
Hey, you got NBA boycotts.
We had MLB boycott.
NHL.
All
everybody.
NHL is today, 27th. I think NHL definitely boycotted all their games.
Definitely.
And yesterday, you had the 26th. Milwaukee Brewers opted out. The Milwaukee Bucks opted out. And Milwaukee Bucks had the whole league, all the playoffs stopped. All the playoff games for that day stopped after Milwaukee said, "Nah, we ain't doing it."
Definitely,
we ain't doing it.
So we're gonna start with the NBA today. They started the boycott off. So, pretty much what took place was there was a shooting in Wisconsin with a guy named Jacob Blake, and NBA players just felt like, hey, that's enough, and we want to have silence for that. So they pretty much opted out their games, and they suspended the gameplay for today, which is August 27th.
Yeah,
and
I think they might resume back Friday.
Yeah, they resumed the games actually after a voting at 11 today.
Yeah. And
so then they said they're going to resume games. And so
maybe Friday. They said Friday might be possibly Saturday.
Yeah.
But they
resumed games. For a second I was like, man, there's no NBA. That's
going again. I'm like, damn.
That's going to be kind of crazy.
But you can't be mad at them, man.
No.
It's for the right cause. For the right cause.
Exactly, yeah. Definitely for the right cause. Let's get into these matchups because they gonna play. They
gonna hoop. We back. So who we got first round? We got Toronto and Celtics. That's the matchup. Like I tweeted. I said I think
Celtics just had a sweep
for sure. I think the Eastern Conference playoffs, the semifinals might be better than the Western Conference. But I'm not sure Western Conference still gonna be good because this is what I'm thinking. The Eastern Conference is definitely Toronto, Boston, and you about to have Giannis against the Heat. The West, we not sure yet, but I'm gonna say the West probably gonna be Houston versus LA, Clippers versus Utah. So that's still them great games.
Definitely.
Great games.
Definitely.
We gonna lock in on that Celtics. We're gonna lock in on that Celtics Toronto because that is going to. Toronto is playing ball, bro. They don't give up, man.
But Celtics,
they don't give up. Like they don't have a superstar, so they don't have the luxury of you feel me taking the playoff.
I guess for sure.
Come on, bro. Like
but the Celtics is balling just as good.
They are.
Both teams are sweeping.
Yeah,
4-0. They ain't lost the game, so in a sense they both are balling.
And one thing people forget about the Celtics is that Celtics was in the Eastern Conference Finals against LeBron. Remember that last year? The last year LeBron was in Cleveland. He was the 4th seed.
Yeah, you're
right.
They
had him. Kyrie Irving was injured. They played their best ball without Kyrie Irving. Yeah. Kyrie Irving's a baller, but he didn't help that team at all. They played better without him, and now I finally see that they're growing without him. Like, you know what? Last year there was a letdown because he needs the ball so much. When players need the ball so much, it's hard to play with them. It's hard for the team to be successful. If you need the ball in your hand all the time in order to be impactful, it's hard.
Because it's like living by the shot, dying by the shot, or living by the player, dying by the player.
Yeah. It's
the same thing. So I do agree with you on that. Pacers fire their head coach.
Yeah, Nate McMillan.
Yeah. He's out of there.
And that really, Nate McMillan didn't deserve really to go.
Okay.
That's one thing. Brett Brown got fired also. Brett Brown deserved to go. Brett Brown had the talent.
Brett Brown's
the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, Brett Brown, 76ers got rid of him. And I knew that was coming.
Yeah, they both fired them. They both fired them last week. Yeah, they're out of there. So, one may have deserved it, the other one maybe not so much.
Nate McMillan, like
he's been coaching for 20 years as well. So
yeah,
I looked at, I'm like, man, he's got a nice little resume.
For
What's
sure.
that about? But
For sure.
you know, business is business.
Yeah, but this team is injured, bro. He just got Victor Oladipo back.
Right.
Like that team dealt with injuries a lot this season. They still don't have Sabonis.
Not only did they deal with injuries, but they had to deal with playing in a different environment.
Yeah, so they could have bought him back one more year. And this is another thing. I saw a tweet from. They said this is another thing where a black coach gets blackballed. You feel me? And I saw that like that's true. Like now, Pacers is a good team, and another coach can come in, and that team will be nice. They have really good pieces, bro. TJ Warren, that man is hard. Like he showed you. He just really don't play good against Jimmy Butler. I don't know what that's about, but
Jimmy Butler, the clamp guard.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler's hard.
Hey, Jimmy Butler's fire.
For sure. Jimmy Butler's definitely good.
AD LeBron.
Give me back to my point. Hold on. What was we talking about? Damn.
AD LeBron, man.
You gonna go to AD LeBron?
AD LeBron, man. You covered that. One coach got fired, the other one should be fired.
There we go. That's the point I was going at. Dwayne Casey fired. For what? He had the best record in the league, and now Nick Nurse is hired. And what they do, win the championship last year. Another one. Mark Jackson.
Hey, but that's sports, Kivo.
Mark Jackson got out of there, then Steve Kerr can't even coach.
Kivo.
Whatever.
Sometimes it just happens like that. It happens in all sports. Baseball, everywhere. You might have that one player or whatever, that one coach, and they'll just move it around, I guess, to cater it to
another guy, to give another guy
another stories. Storylines, all that.
So, AD LeBron, man. What you got to talk about? You a LeBron fan, ain't you?
I like LeBron.
What you got to talk about them? They 3-1 on Portland. Portland should not even win a game, to be honest, but Dame Lillard gonna get a game. He ain't getting swept like some people I know. Not about to mention my name, man. Some folks get swept, but yeah.
AD LeBron, they just what they're 3-1 in the series with Portland.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think AD. The last time we were talking about AD and LeBron having just to step up overall. I think they're doing a better job.
Game one, they was a little spooked.
They were a little spooked. It was playoffs.
It's jittery when you doing like. Now maybe if it was game one not bubble, it would have went crazy. Right. But game one bubble is different. Like it's no audience. You know all eyes on you. You got these virtual fans that you got this artificial noise.
You have to give these stars time to adapt. These are franchise players that's in the limelight every day in every commercial. And now you tell them no fans, they gotta adapt.
We're really tough on professionals because we just feel like you're professional, get out there and do the bubble.
They are human.
Perform. They're human, bro. So it's gonna take time to adjust. So game one, LeBron had 23, 16, and 17, something like that. Well, yeah, he had like 16 and 17, but 23 just ain't gonna cut it. Clearly, it didn't. And I want to say that Anthony Davis shot like 8 for 24. He didn't play well. LeBron started overpassing game one, and that concerned me. I saw that, I'm like, that ain't what you want. And his team, LeBron live and die by his three-point shooters. So when they not hitting, LeBron's affected. Because he causes so much attention, he kicks it out to the wide open three-point shooter. If they not hitting, that's ball game. But now it seems like they're back in sync, bro. LeBron heated up.
Yeah, they both heated up. I will say, even throughout that series from game one to what is about to be game 5.
Yeah.
So game 1 to game 4, if you look at their points, they're in sync. Like one is hot, one's not. One is hot, one's not. Or both they're kind of in the middle. They're doing their job. So
they play off each other.
Overall, they're playing off each other, and they're being stars. I give them that. That's something on them. They're balling. And that's it.
Balling. We gonna get on. Let's talk about damn Clippers. Man, I had Clippers sweeping, but the only reason I had Clippers sweeping is because I tried Luka, and I gotta apologize. Luka is.
We thought he was gonna get swept.
Yeah, I didn't think he had that playoff grit, but he's a different type of dude. He ain't even from here, so I should have known he a different type of dude. But
that's the thing. He's been a professional.
Yeah,
and after I was watching, I was like, yeah, they're saying this is his first doing this.
He just won the championship the year before his rookie season. He got drafted in 2017, 2018. No, 2018 he got drafted.
Okay.
Man, he just won the ring in Europe. You feel me? He couldn't even really play in the. He couldn't even play in the summer league, I don't think, because he was like resting. So he's hard.
So he's been
doing this. He's been doing this.
Hey man.
Yeah, bro. That's they should knock him out though. They done now. They lost Kristaps. It's all over for Mavericks, but they gonna be a problem in the future. Shout out Luka, man. Shout out KP. Shout out Rick Carlisle. Shout out Mark Cuban. They doing their thing. It's tough. They had to go against the Clippers. You feel me?
Kivo brought to my attention the other day, and I'm just going all over. Kivo brought to my attention an analyst made a statement about Steph Curry. And
It's not an analyst. Kenny the Jet Smith.
What is he? What is he? A reporter? An analyst? He's all that. He does.
I
all.
don't think they get an Emmy every year for like the best sports show, so they're pretty hard, bro.
I'm sorry for. Let me put some respect on your name.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
You put respect on Charles, so put some respect on Kenny. Charles gonna be they work together. That's a duo.
No, he's credible.
He's a credible guy.
But the statement just sounded
rough. Cause you a Curry fan, so I got some smoke for you.
I like Curry.
I've
been liking Curry for a while before he won the ring.
Well, yeah, he did.
I like seeing entertainment.
He is different. He like that three was just like, where he pulling that?
He's entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the biggest basketball fan. You're gonna notice I'm a little quiet on basketball because I'm learning it. You know what I'm saying? I listen to this guy. I watch a little bit. I'm learning.
Curry had my boy Matt watching. I was watching. Are you watching the Warriors versus Memphis?
I was watching him because I'm like, dude, this dude is balling. He's pulling shots. He's making nice layups.
Yeah,
it just looks.
He's getting selfish.
It's appealing to the eye.
Yeah, for sure. So,
but he made a statement, and Kivo can clarify exactly what
Kenny just said, and I ain't mad at Kenny.
What did he say, Kivo?
He said, "Dang, Curry, I don't think I ever seen you shoot this far." And he might be a prisoner of the moment because Dame has balled since the bubbles began. Dame has played his ass off, literally.
Okay.
He has played it off. So he's in that game one, he torched them. Come on, bro. He's stepping 2 steps past half court, screen, 3 in your eye. Like, come on, bro. Like, he's hooping for real.
He's hooping
for real. And he has, like, imagine if he had Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. Oh, Lord, give him Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Oh, my God. I bet you would have won the Finals MVP. Oh, he might have won the Finals MVP.
He's a different type of player than Curry as well. Like
he
can do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Curry is more just of a shooter, and he vibes with your team a little bit. Dame is just he getting more gritty, and I give him that. But I just didn't like the comparison because
you feel me. Curry,
you talking about pulling a shot far. Like, come on, Curry is pulling that shot consistently far. It might not be as far, but consistently in games, you can look it up.
Yeah, he's pulling them.
He's pulling that.
Curry impressed me with like 2016 season when he pulled that against the OKC. No, it was like 2017. He came back against OKC. This one they had Russell Westbrook and KD.
Okay.
He yanked like a full court game winner. Something, it was crazy. I'm like, yeah, this boy can shoot for real. So I ain't never seen Dame do that. I can say that Steph got him with like range, but Steph takes smart shots, and I feel like maybe Kenny was kind of.
If you look at the stats, which I'll throw up for you guys to see, like Steph Curry has him in total points, has him in total rebounds, has him in total assists, has him in
Curry
total
been playing
steals.
longer. He been playing longer.
Maybe like a 3-year difference.
That's a long. That's 82 times 3.
It is.
Come on,
it is.
That's a lot.
It is.
And Curry didn't even get. And one thing I can say about Dame came in the league a dog. Like when Dame came in, it was like, damn, who the hell is this boy? And for Portland, he is balling. Steph Curry coming out of Davidson his rookie year. What did he do? Not much. He didn't do nothing his second year really either. He was a late bloomer. And shout out to the late bloomers. Ain't nothing wrong with being a late bloomer. Steph Curry was a late bloomer. And a lot of Steph Curry fans gonna kill me. No, look at his numbers. Blah, blah. He's a late bloomer, but he's hard.
Shout out to the NBA.
Yeah, shout out to the NBA for doing what they did, man. For doing that yesterday. That was big. That was big. And the others are falling in line. NHL is boycotting.
That's crazy.
You feel me? You know how many? I feel like a lot of Canadian teams are in the NHL. So they are. Come on, that's big. And if it wasn't for the Milwaukee Bucks, setting up and saying we ain't doing it because Orlando was out there shooting around. They're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, we ain't hooping. Hey man, that's it for the NBA. We're gonna go ahead and go to college football. My favorite topic.
You made me 8 up still. Come on.
NCAA Division I Boards of Directors voted last Friday to give all student athletes another additional year for eligibility.
And that's right. They should. They should.
COVID is crazy.
COVID's crazy. They have to give these boys another year of eligibility.
Yeah.
Have to. But the big players don't need it. Big players say you can keep that. That's another year for me to get hurt and mess up my draft stock.
But if you had a player that might have had an injury and has lowered his draft stock due to an injury, that may give him the time to rebuild and come out for another season without being scared. Oh, this is my last season. You know what I'm saying? I can come back. I can really give it my all because I have another year possibly. So it kind of goes. It's a weird play. It just depends on the athlete. If you that elite top Trevor Lawrence or whoever,
you don't need that. You don't need that. If you're Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields or
but then think about Justin Fields.
Justin Fields wants to get on that field with
Justin Fields hasn't. Well, he's been on two different teams, so he hasn't been in a stable situation, and then now he's, I guess, showed himself, but he needs a little bit more film to catch that eye of an NFL guy. I want to see a little bit more about you.
Good point, Matt. That's great. That's true, because I am not picking him a top 10 pick because I need more film, bro.
I need more film.
Like you was hurt for one. What happened?
Yeah, he's not have a lot of girth.
Yeah, not the healthiest. He doesn't have a lot of girth. But Russell Wilson don't get hurt, which is crazy. That's a small guy.
Damn.
Doesn't have much, but he got a little more girth than Justin.
He's a little
Fields.
robot.
Yeah, Justin Fields is real little. So he does need another year of
He
film.
can throw that ball about 70, 80
if I'm a
yards.
GM, I'm not. Yeah,
He can throw that ball
Justin?
about what?
Oh yeah, Justin
He
gets
can throw that ball 70, 80 yards.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I seen him.
He got a
seen him
rocket.
do it. He's got a little rocket, and it might transpire into the NFL and make him some money.
Mobile quarterbacks are going to take over the NFL.
They've already had.
Yeah, but eventually that's all you're going to see.
Yeah.
Every quarterback's going to have to run eventually. I hope you guys know that.
So the new rule, I like it, but I feel like if you are that guy, it's not even going to affect you. But if you are a guy that may have had an injury and you are pretty good, because there's a lot of players like that.
And it's for the low key players that need another year to grind. You feel me? Like I wouldn't have. Thank God I got another year.
Maybe had a family situation and you haven't been
blessings. That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Whatever. So I do like.
I like that rule. That's real. What you want? You want to go to them breakouts? Who we got breaking out for this season? Because we picked two players for our breakouts. Like who's gonna ball like this season that you may or may not know who gonna had a breakout like not their household name. So who you got?
I was on the fence about my second person, but my first person is Derek Stingley, cornerback.
Big surprise. LSU. He's really good, dude.
Was a freshman last year and had a great season with a tough schedule. So, like, that's the thing. Like,
tough schedule. Yeah, it was. SEC was. I can't count.
He played.
Joe Burrow scoring every drive. So is it that tough
all
to play
type
defense?
Of teams, huh?
Is it that tough when Joe Burrow scoring every drive? Come on, bro.
If you're scoring fast, you're on the field.
Bro, Joe Burrow, we're up 14-0. Like, their offense was so good. So I like to see Derek Stingley now. Y'all ain't just scoring at the pace y'all was. You had the Heisman.
You're right, but at the end of the day, they're on the field a lot more because it's just like having a bad offense. If your offense is bad and they're 3 and out fast, you're on the field more.
Yeah.
If you're scoring fast, you're still on the field more. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of games where if you look at that time of possession, Derek Stingley's on the field for 135 minutes with nothing but pass breakups.
True.
That's impressive.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Nothing but pass breakups. Because they didn't know him. Like, quarterbacks call him a surprise though. And Stingley. Because who was on the other side of Stingley?
Well, he had Del Pitt back there at safety.
Yeah, safety.
And that was definitely his help.
Yeah, for sure over top. But Stingley was getting tried, and the folks realized, don't try him.
Nah, because he was playing man, and he was like recovering. And doing well. Like, okay, he might miss a step, but he's coming back, getting that head around. That's the thing. I think we were in Biloxi, at a casino in Biloxi, and we were watching LSU Mississippi State. Was it? I think it was LSU Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And I saw him get his head around so good. I was like, what was this kid?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, man, this kid might be it. And then I seen he was a freshman. I was like, oh, he's a
he
baller.
Is it true freshman?
Derek Stingley, I like his stats. His stats show that he can go. He has
how many picks he had?
6.
Most
in college football by players 9. So he's as a freshman,
he's had 6 picks in the SEC West. That's
in
most
college
common.
football.
Yeah.
He had 6 picks. The most guy was like a dude from like Idaho State or Iowa that had 9. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and they only played like 13 games, so that ain't.
But I will say he played more games because he went to national championship, so he had 15 games. But still, he played on a higher level throughout the whole season, being the SEC West, and then he played national championship against the best of the best. Those are the 2 best teams. He was one of them.
Let's not jump to conclusions with this kid. Let's see him play.
It's no jump to conclusions.
He's hard though.
The kid is a baller.
Show me again. It's about consistency. One good year ain't gonna make you a baller.
Right.
All right. So my pick. You got yours. I got mine. I like Bo Nix. That's your man. I like Bo, bro. And I give this guy a really hard time when it comes to Auburn. Because Auburn's offense is just run heavy. It's run heavy, and they haven't had a good quarterback, I want to say, since Cam Newton, which is
Nick Marshall was good. He went to
Nick Marshall got drafted as a DB.
But we're talking about college. We're talking about college.
Anybody?
Nick Marshall had a ball out season. Nick Marshall beat Georgia, Alabama in the same year. Come on. With national championship, lost to Jameis Winston.
That's a
lost
fan
to Jameis
talk.
Winston.
Nick
a dude
Marshall,
that can't even see that throws touchdown passes.
Nick Marshall got drafted as a cornerback and went to Jacksonville Jaguars, and I haven't heard from him since.
Hey, but he's an athlete.
He had a good season.
Some coach at Jacksonville saw him.
Yeah,
he's an athlete. He was an athlete.
He didn't draft me quarterback though.
He's an athlete at Auburn. That kid, Nick Marshall. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, Nick Marshall's hard.
But back to Bo Nix.
Bo Nix,
Go ahead and talk about him.
I seen Bo Nix. Matt mentioned him. He said, we got a new little dude, Bo Nix. He showed me like a little high school tape. And he was moving. But high school kids suck. I mean, like most high school kids aren't good. So if you're going to a D1 SEC team, bro, you're 5. So you should really be embarrassing these kids. So first game, y'all played Oregon.
Yeah.
I really wanted to tune into that one. I wanted to watch this kid. I said, you know what? I like him. I like this film, but I'm like, I want to see if this is gonna translate against athletes on the same level as him, on the same tier. Mm-hmm. Oh, and boy, he showed out. He has a rocket. You talking about Justin Fields throwing 70 yards? If Justin Fields throwing 70 yards, he's throwing 100. Bo Nix has a rocket and he can move, make it plays on his feet. Broken play, he's out of there. He will burn you for 40 yards. Underestimate his speed if you want to. One thing about Bo Nix, though, he's only 6'2". He's kind of little. That's one thing that might mess him up. He's a little small. But I like Bo, man. Bo, if he gets some weapons, too, and he get a consistent, who y'all had last year, I did not like y'all running back. What was bro name?
Jatavius Whitlow. Booby Whitlow.
Booby Whitlow was inconsistent.
No, I'm going to tell you. Booby Whitlow had a problem with watching Le'Veon Bell too much. And that's just honest.
Yeah.
I think he had one successful game or two and saw that him stutter stepping or being patient works. Yeah. And he used that for every play. Yeah, he would literally get the ball at Le'Veon Bell and sit in the backfield and wait for a hole to create. Like, bro, you're not him. Stop. Like, hit the hole. I would say this, and he didn't have that breakaway speed. You know how fast, quick first step Le'Veon Bell has to stand behind the line scrimmage and dart through a hole when you see it? Like, Whitlow, man. I used to like him, but he stressed me out too. So when Bo Nix get that dog in that backfield, not even a dog, just have somebody with a consistent, give you 3 or 4 carries, like really gonna hit that hole, because Auburn offensive line gonna create holes. If you hit it right, you might hit 40, 60, you might hit your head on the goalpost. Right. So I really like Bo Nix, man. Bo Nix, watch out for him. He's a true freshman last year. And he's a winner. He's a winner. He won a lot of games. He had 16 touchdowns, only 6 picks. Like, he wasn't bad, man. And a few of them picks was just some throwaways. He wasn't bad. Yeah, exactly. One was in Georgia that was just like a toss-up. And I want to say one was at Texas A&M. He almost had 3,000 yards through the air, too. With no weapons on the outside. Seth Williams was a nice one. He's all right. Seth Williams will go to the NFL. But he didn't have a Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. No, he didn't. Yeah, he had that. That's what I'm talking about. Auburn never gets that top tier wide receiver. And that's the problem. I'm going to tell you why. And that's the problem. Jamar Chase and... That's the problem. Those guys, that's the problem. They're route runners and they're speedsters. Yeah. They're not the top tier blocker. You know what I'm saying? Now, they can block. They can block. So you talk crap about Georgia, but y'all run the same scheme as Georgia. But no, whatever. Let's get past this, because y'all both run the ball a lot, and I don't ever want to hear you talk about Georgia running the ball too much. Give me your other player. Ooh. We're going to keep it in the SEC, but I'm going to the east side. I got Khair Elam, DB out of Florida, number 5. True freshman last year, bro. Come on. He is hard. For real.
Only gave up 10 receptions. Like, he didn't play the full season. Like, he was on the field in certain packages, but he didn't get into, like, mid-season against Vanderbilt. So he got targeted 23 times. Only gave up 10 receptions, bro. Ended the season with 3 picks. Like, come on, bro. And he only gave up 108 yards with no touchdowns. Kid has size. He doesn't over-pursue. And he makes open field tackles. I like him. He does his job, and he does it perfect. He's not gonna... you feel me? He gonna do his job, bro. He ain't horny for a pick. He ain't about to jump. Like, he patient. I like this dude, Kyrie Long. Good size, good kid, number 5 for Florida. Watch out for him, Georgia fans.
And another thing, it's all about schemes as well. Sometimes in certain schemes, when they see that a player can ball, they're gonna keep him that scheme, but promote him sometimes. They're gonna say, hey, you know what? We might see you on the blitz, or we might see you to bait a little bit more, or something like that. So you might see him get trusted more on his coaches.
True.
They seen that he's consistent. So I definitely agree with you. If you're consistent, that next year they might depend on you more. So that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah. How about you? What's your second, man?
I got a freshman that hasn't even played.
Woo.
And he's an Auburn boy. Tank. 5-star recruit from Georgia.
Yeah.
Comes in. Where's number 4? Yeah. Booby transferred. And that's the thing I was looking to. I was like, he transferred after that early commit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He comes into the school as an early signee. Is that why you know what I'm saying? You left?
You left
because you saw that you might get you might not get those reps. I mean, when you got a 5-star running back coming into a school like Auburn, you know what time it is.
You know it is. You know you want to fight that position. And not to say Booby Willow can play. Like he will go somewhere and definitely be the starting running back. Mm-hmm. Not saying that, but he's just in the, you feel me, SEC West is tough. SEC Central, SEC as a whole, the Southeastern Conference is a tough place. It's baby NFL.
Yeah. It's
baby NFL for sure.
Yeah, so that's my guy. You gave me
I gave you both, and I gave you Kyrie. Those are my 2 breakout people. Who you like for it all this season? Like who you like to like win it? Who's your favorite? You ain't gotta give me one team. Give me a couple like that you like. It's probably gonna be between Clemson for sure. They bring it back Sunshine, and then look, Eden. What's little dude? He is a burner, running back. Deontay,
something
running that ball.
He's a runner.
So that's you. Yeah, I got something against him too.
They lost a few guys too, but Trevor Lawrence is he the type of person. He can have me out there.
Yeah, he's
probably find a way to give me the ball. I ain't gonna even catch it.
Clemson might win it all this year on this crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you why Clemson might win it all. The SEC is playing themselves.
And they're gonna kill each other.
Themselves.
They gonna come out like this. They're like,
come on, man.
And they gotta play Clemson. They healthy. You feel me? I haven't even broken nail this season.
Is playing an SEC opponent every week, man.
Yeah.
No downtime.
It's rough.
You know
it's real rough for that.
It's over with. Trevor Lawrence is gonna be able to skate by Boston College and a few other teams and come in and probably play an SEC team.
SEC championship game will be who? We're gonna get off this next though. I really want to hear this.
I think it's gonna after SEC East it might be Florida.
Ooh.
And then I like out the West, it's gonna be Auburn or Alabama.
They fighting over this Alabama team.
Because LSU lost Joe Burrow.
You got Florida
coming
out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kyle Trask got to show me more. I like the kid, but I think they had no film on him. Now they got film on little Kyle Trask.
He still stays in that pocket.
He didn't do nothing for me to be like, oh, he hard. He did something for me to be like, okay.
He stayed in that pocket.
He was consistent, like Dak Prescott.
Because then you got to think about he had that shootout with LSU. And then they annihilated Auburn.
Yeah, he ain't annihilated, but that was in the swamp.
They beat us. You see what I'm saying? They had a close game with Georgia.
Yeah,
that they should have won if they didn't have a bad play call. Let's really be honest. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Florida's gonna be a good team. Shout out, Kyrie Long's gonna make that back in. Great, because they did just lose C.J. Henderson.
MLB, man.
We got
when the
Padres.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Padres.
Yeah.
Padres is when you talking about MLB right now, you have to bring up the San Diego Padres.
Fernando Jr., Manny Machado, shout out to y'all. Y'all out there swinging bats.
For sure.
Leading the MLB in RBIs and home runs and all that stuff. I will say y'all are balling. I like Fernando Jr. You're swinging at a 3-0 pitch for a grand slam home run. Hey, you're trying to find out.
You feel me, bro? And what do you expect him to do? Hooper's hoop. You feel me? You feel me?
Coach is saying, "Hey man, that's against the rule,
that's
like
kind of lame,
the golden rule."
We're trying to throw you out because we can't outpitch you. I'm finna score 100 points on you then if you can't get me off here. If you feel, you can't pitch me out, so you gonna throw me out? And if I hit it, you mad at me? No, don't throw me out. Pitch at me.
Baseball has had they little
I
ups
don't like
and downs.
that. I don't like
you
that.
You guys don't want these guys to take steroids. You guys don't want these guys to have court bats. You guys don't want these guys to be looking like Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, they can't backflip after a home run.
So if you guys want better ratings and continue to possibly pay these players the way they're playing now, they're getting paid now.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do something different because the younger watcher wants to see something, man. You look at baseball a few years ago, like 03, 04, it was a lot of swinging bats. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people want to see. Ratings are going to show when people are swinging bats.
That's true. That's true.
When you go on ESPN or these other shows, they don't talk about MLB as much because there's not too much going on.
Too much
no scandals. There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody.
Did you know the average viewer of the MLB is in their mid-50s, bro? So they like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with 50 row.
Ain't nothing wrong with 50 row. I'm just saying, if that's your average viewer,
you need. What about
in about 30 years?
That person doesn't even watch you. That's 19. He's not gonna watch you when he's 25.
And their kid's not gonna watch you. Like that's bad.
I started watching baseball because my uncle watched baseball.
For sure.
So if I don't watch baseball at all, my kid's not gonna watch it at all. You see what I'm saying? So
true. They
gotta step it up. Let Manny Machado and Fernando Jr. get busy. Let them do their thing. Pitchers get mad. Fight them. Don't hit them. Like y'all want to hit every Astro player? Hit these boys.
Yeah.
Hey, also San Diego Padres. A few weeks ago, I was like, man, they're losing games. That they're hitting good, and now I'm looking like they're creeping up. They're second in their division.
Yeah.
So they can possibly be a real contender.
Nobody wants to play the Padres in a wild card game. I promise you.
Not the way they play.
Not the way they.
Their bullpen is ranked like second. You know what I'm saying? Like they got some overall.
They gonna be a problem.
So
they gonna be a problem.
Those guys are doing their thing. Shout out to San Diego. Now let's get into the NFL. Man.
You ready in the NFL?
NFL.
Ready in the NFL for real? NFL is back. OTAs, baby. Folks, it's dropping like flies. Nick Chubb. That's another Browns player.
Grant Delpit.
Man.
Achilles.
LSU boy.
That's not even funny.
Yeah, that's not.
I was laughing because I'm trying not to be sad.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's bad.
What's going on?
Just that happens on OTAs. You feel me? You ain't been moving, especially now with coronavirus. Like you definitely weren't moving. So you out there doing stuff like you gonna get hurt. That happens a lot during OTAs. Yeah. So that's nothing new. You know? We got Gerald McCoy. He just signed with the Cowboys. Got hurt. It's Cowboys didn't have him last year. Would they really miss him? Yes. But would it cause their season to drastically change? No. Cowboys is gonna be straight. They just hired Mike McCarthy, got rid of Jason Garrett. They was just holding on to Jason Garrett like George used to hold on to Aaron Murray. Goodness gracious, they held on Jason Garrett forever. So he's out of there. He's the offensive coordinator for the Giants now.
Okay.
So we got Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. Let's see what they can do. And they just picked up CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma.
Hey, me and Kevin we were comparing CeeDee Lamb and Henry Ruggs, and that's cool. But when I was doing my homework on CeeDee Lamb, I was just noticing he is a dog.
He is.
Now I feel like him being in Oklahoma, he hasn't been able to showcase as much against more top corners. But I feel like him coming in the league at his size, and he has a lot less wear and tear than some players.
Some players, that's true. That's another thing, man. That's a great point.
He's gonna come in and he might ball. They're gonna have a good offensive line like always. Dak Prescott, he's gonna go to them tight ends, but sometimes he gonna fool you and he gonna go that outside.
Now what it's gonna be is it's tough because they have Amari Cooper. He usually on the left side.
Yeah.
Quarterback's left. That's Amari's side.
Right.
Then they had Galloway.
Okay.
Or Gallup. Gallup's on the right side. He's a speedster.
Okay.
You need that on the outside.
So he's
you might
on
put
the
CD.
outside or the slot.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. With CD there, I don't know.
CD has got to line up.
Can he play the inside? Or he has to be outside?
I think so. He's a more outside guy.
But Gallup is an outside guy.
But if he's a speedster like you're saying, move him to the slot.
Move him to the slot like Randall Cobb.
Come on, man. Jerry Jeudy plays slot and a little bit out.
Imagine a scene with Gallup. He's gone. Like, safety ain't keeping up with him.
Yeah.
Let's see the Lamb get the outside because he's going to need screens.
And then, too, he's a rookie. Like, hey, use him where you can use him.
But what they using your boy Jerry Jeudy? And Madden, it seemed like they using him in the slot.
Madden, they had him in the slot.
That goes off rating, though.
That is.
That's off rating. So
yeah, they don't have him. They don't have him really at the rating that he possibly really is.
Yeah,
coaches.
But he's gonna definitely have some adjusting to do too.
Coaches and players have said a lot about him in the OTA.
Yeah.
They were like, somebody's teaching this kid the cheat codes.
Yeah,
he's coming in like he's already been in the NFL, and I'm like,
I was always really big on Jerry. Not always though. I wasn't always. When I seen him play at Alabama at a high level, I was like, yeah, he's hard. But when they was telling me a long time ago in high school, he's good. Hell, I don't care what you do in high school.
About Jerry Jeudy when he was at the Florida camp and he did the route on everybody. I know you guys seen it. That route is crazy.
He's quick.
You see it?
His release and just his separation. He's like a mini Amari, but he's better than Amari almost it seemed like. But Amari Cooper in Alabama. Oh my God, that's a demon.
Hey, can a wide receiver be elusive? Can that be Can you say that? I feel like, and you hear that term over the running back, but if you look at him, like he route runs very good. But if I wanted to explain, I'm like
Amari Cooper, Alabama versus Jerry Jeudy, Alabama. Who you got? You want Alabama, Amari Cooper, or you want Alabama, Jerry Jeudy? Pick one right now.
Jerry Jeudy is so elusive, but Amari Cooper was a little bit more consistent. Cause he just
one thing that scared me about Jerry Jeudy, I watched two big games. Probably the biggest two games of Jerry Jeudy's last year in college football was the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
And I watched him play LSU. And in both games I seen him drop balls at big times.
Over those games,
he just dropped them. Like, come on, bro.
Over those games, he had a backup quarterback.
Both of them?
You said
LSU and Iron Bowl.
Iron Bowl, I know he had one for sure.
But whatever, you supposed to be that guy. You about to be playing with not Tua Tagovailoa no more. You're playing with Drew Lock. That's a backup in your eyes. You used to playing with the best of the best.
Drew
Lock is hard. I like Drew Lock from Missouri.
Fancy.
Come on,
he's kind of hard.
He's for real hard. But go ahead. What we about to go to?
You know, I think some of these prospects are gonna bring life into the NFL. You got your boy Juggler Joe.
Oh man, I'm a big fan of Joe.
Shout out to Top Billing. He calls him Juggler Joe, and I like that name. That's really his name. Joe.
I like Joey. I feel like folks is like slick hating on Joey. They're like, he had a good team. He ain't gonna be like that in the league. But man, I'm telling you, I seen it. He has it. I watched Joe. Like, Joe is so patient. He knows how to work that pocket. If his first option's not open, he's gonna go to his second. His second not open. He has legs. It's the legs for me. He can get out of there and create it. He can go. He'll pick up 16 yards, first down. Come on, you hurt as a defense. It's 3rd and 8. He just picked up 16 on you because you was not watching him. I like Joe.
His defense in practice has been saying he's making those correct reads. He's making those correct checks. And, they said he's even making checks that he's not even supposed to be making, but he's making them. So, I'm not saying he paid Manning or nothing, but he's looking good. I like when a defensive player is feeling good about your quarterback before a game. That gives you confidence because he's probably going to read that sometimes. So, I think he's going to do good. Let's go back to
okay. Yeah, we're going. One more thing. LSU boy Justin Jefferson. He is on the Minnesota Vikings. Yes. Minnesota Vikings let go of Stephon. Stephon Diggs is now playing with Buffalo Bills. So they needed another weapon for that damn. For what's his name? got an arm like a rocket, played for Buffalo Bills. His name on the tip of my tongue, but I can't spit it out now. But I want to see how he's going to do. Justin Jefferson taking Stephon Diggs' spot in Minnesota. Adam Thielen on the other side. I feel like Adam Thielen can teach him a lot.
Adam Thielen's gonna make him get open.
Yeah, you feel me? Adam Thielen's getting double covered.
So he's gonna get some. He's gonna get some reps.
Yeah.
Like even if he don't want them, he gonna get them. Boy, you're wide open, son. Go catch that football. Tua, man. Let's talk about Tua. Tua. We're talking about. You know,
he went to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if he's gonna be the starter or not.
His health. He's just fragile.
He is fragile.
He's a fragile guy.
He is fragile.
And he ain't won nothing since he came in at halftime. Like, come on, bro. You won. Like, you came in at halftime, shocked the world.
Hey,
that's the last time you won.
I ain't gonna lie.
When I see you for full quarters, Trevor Lawrence tore your ass up.
But look,
for real.
I ain't gonna lie. When he came in that game and won that game like that, I said, "Oh, this kid got ice in his veins for real." Yeah. Nike commercial him.
For real, that was nice in his veins.
But I'll say this though, like over time, I've noticed that Tua does not like to get hit.
Yeah,
he does not like a defensive lineman for nothing.
He does not like that, and that's what he's gonna get a lot of in the NFL.
And he loves to extend plays. From what I've seen on film, I haven't seen him play in an NFL game. So from what I've seen on film, he loves to extend plays. He likes to sit back, move around a little bit.
He want to get that deep ball.
That deep post, a deep ball. The Devontae Smith.
Henry Ruggs running 100 miles per hour down the seam.
That dude was an F-22 Raptor.
Yeah,
he's fast.
He's fast.
Hey, eventually, corner's gonna get beat even if he has 4.2 speed.
Yeah,
the way he running, the corner's running backwards. This guy's running straight, so he's gonna beat him. But I feel like the NFL, he's not gonna be able to do that. So you have to worry about your possibly injuries because you've had a few in college.
Yeah.
And then you have a problem with trying to extend plays.
That's true.
And I have never seen him have to do any checkdowns. You know?
Yeah, he's really not checking down too much.
He never had to check down. So he's in the NFL, I don't care how good you are. Peyton Manning's checking down.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's checking down. Patrick Mahomes is checking down sometimes.
And you can't be scared to get hit. That's gonna mess you up, bro.
They are going to listen. Now, you better thank God there's players that are not in the league anymore.
Oh my God.
Because there's some guys that would lick their chops over him.
Yeah,
and some of them are not. But there's still some guys in there that look crazy.
Yeah. For sure.
And you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna have to get your mind right. If he does get a chance to be a starter this year, I'm worried about him. He's my worry pick. And I like the kid. Like Tua, even though I'm an Auburn fan, I feel like he is cold. But he has his kryptonite. It's defensive lines. So
another person I like coming into the season, he's not a rookie, but he's in his second year. Shout out Daniel Jones, man. Okay. I like Daniel Jones. It's them players I like. Like I like Joe. I like Daniel. They hard, bro. I'm gonna just throw that out there. So let's get on Earl Thomas, man. What's going on with your man? He's been having since the whole thing. Remember the thing with his wife? Yeah. His wife caught him doing something crazy.
Earl
Thomas going through it. 2020 ain't been good to Earl. And Earl's a dog. Come on, he has a Super Bowl.
He does have a Super Bowl.
Legion of Boom. Legion of Boom was Earl, Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, and they had like a Browner.
Baltimore Ravens released safety Earl Thomas after training camp fight with teammate Chuck Clark. So pretty much, I guess, like
it must have been really bad for somebody. Fights happen all the time,
and definitely in early practices in mini camps and stuff like that.
So what the hell type of fight was that?
I think, and this is just my assumption, I think that due to some of the stuff that happened last year and earlier this year, that they were like, hey, he's a top tier future Hall of Famer, but he's got a little baggage and he might have lost a step or two. You know what I'm saying? He's missed some practices, going on vacations. He had some altercations with his wife. You know what I'm saying? And I think they just was like, maybe we want to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, even though he's lost his step, he still puts himself in a good position to make plays, and he's still a high caliber.
Yeah, Earl Thomas is still a dog.
He's a high caliber top safety. You know what I'm saying?
But he still has he ain't lose too much of a step. He still get X Factors in Madden 21.
Yeah.
He ain't got the superstar. He has the X Factor ball hawk. Come on. Earl Thomas is still making plays.
He is.
He's just not prime no more. He's a little past prime, which happens.
And he posted the fight and was just, you know, pleading with Instagram, pretty much saying, you know, I can't take reps in practice. Like, you know, the momentum going, we just trying to sharpen each other up. So when I see a player coming at that approach, it seems like they really, you know, they really blackballed me. Like they don't really care for me here anymore. I'm just playing my game. This is something that I'm always doing. So I kind of got that vibe, and I hate that for him. But
he'll get picked up.
Earl
That's an elite safety, bro. You know how many folks need that?
And then think about this. Yeah, the Falcons
definitely need that, but they're not getting that.
The Falcons are not gonna probably get him, but if the Falcons get him,
they're not though. What are some people that you think that Earl could go to and make them a Super Bowl caliber team?
The Falcons.
Yeah, but I don't think the Falcons have enough money. He
can go with the Dallas.
Dallas not even mess up. Dallas would be nice too, but I don't think Jerry Jones fooling with him.
Another team I think he can go? Jerry World fools with anybody.
Yeah.
Jerry World fools with anybody. He don't care.
Yeah,
he act like he don't care, but he don't care.
He trying to get that dub. He trying to get a Super Bowl. He is horny for a Super Bowl, Jerry Jones.
That's what I'm saying. Having him,
he want that.
Just that veteran presence is going. He got. Dallas has Xavier Woods back there.
I'm not sure that back end is. It's not super tough though.
No, but
it's not super tough.
Adding him,
it makes a difference because they front seven is 5.
Come on, man.
They back end ain't super great because they front seven.
And they got some nice linebackers.
Bro, what? Kyle Van Der Esch, Jalen Smith, dogs.
Hey, but nah,
Sean Lee, whoever playing.
Listen, whoever gets Earl Thomas, they got him one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, with all the stuff he got going on, he'll die down.
For sure.
He'll get back in. He'll get back in his mode because he know he's on that other side of his career. So you know, like, I gotta secure, you know, what I need to secure. So he'll be fine. I hate it for him because it seems like he has a love and a passion for the game. And
but he'll get picked up.
He will get picked up.
He definitely will.
Hey,
but he might have won a ring with the Ravens, bro. That's an L, like.
Yeah.
And dude told me, he said Ravens ain't win the Super Bowl no more without Earl Thomas. You feel me? Because
that is a gap.
They're gonna have to play like Ravens to get to the Super Bowl. You gotta play that Mahomes boy. Shout out Shannon Sharp. Gotta play Patrick Mahomes.
You do.
You need a secondary to beat Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry.
You need more than secondary.
They got boy from Bama, real hard DB. Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey. He's 5, but he's only one player. You saw what Tennessee did to him. I think they scored a touchdown on his ass.
Hey, let me talk about one guy. This kid played at Ohio State, and Kibo loves Ohio State players, man. I'm talking about anytime Ohio State player commit and comes to that school, he's like, dude,
they get good talent.
They get good talent. And I have to give them props. They get these 5 stars that actually show up. And I be a critic, like, I'm an SEC fan. Why he can come down here if he really that good?
Yeah.
But Jeff Okudah, hey, the kid balled out at Ohio State.
He really showed his stuff with that Clemson game, because that was the one for me. He really ain't had no comp, but between.
I'm seeing him get his hand around and not get them calls and get that ball out. I'm seeing him get on that receiver and play with that other top receiver and make plays. He made some crazy plays in that game. And
he got the fumble, but they didn't call it a fumble.
Trevor Lawrence is an NFL quarterback. So that kind of game gave me an eye of how it's gonna look possibly, because he was throwing to wide receivers that are gonna be in the NFL.
For sure.
He's in the NFL, and Trevor Lawrence is gonna be in the NFL. So
I'm
getting that one-on-one.
And he showed up.
That one-on-one look.
He showed up. So he in Detroit though. Detroit is not the place you want to end up.
Detroit, yeah. They just traded a corner.
They got Darius Slay gone. Darius Slay is on the Eagles now.
Yeah, they traded him. They got him. So he has a possible spot to fill, you know. Being a rookie, having to fill that spot is a lot. Yeah. Definitely in a franchise that's not premier, you know what I'm saying? That you got a lot of veteran presence or a lot of different people that help you out. are coming off of some big wins or something. So that can be a little bit much, you know. But he's going to develop. He might have a sore season where he's going to develop. But that next
division, we got Devontae Adams. That's the dog for the Packers. He in the NFC North. So you got Lions in that division. You got the Vikings. Oh Jesus, him and Justin Jefferson gonna face off, which is cool.
That's cool.
Well, he might be up against Thielen. And then he has Chicago Bears. You got Allen Robinson. That's a little speedster guy.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
It's not too
bad. You know, some of his teammates, they've been talking about him in practice. They're saying, you know, he's looking good and
he's solid.
He's looking good and you know.
But I'm not expecting much from him this season. Like he'll be okay. He ain't gonna like shock the league and be a top 5, top 10 DB this year. He might, but I don't see it. I think that the DB is the hardest, cornerback is the hardest position to play in the NFL besides quarterback.
Definitely. And the way he plays it and has perfected on the college level, it's gonna take time for him to perfect it on the NFL level. He's playing it like, come on, he one-on-one and getting around, moving that hand around. You know, they might call some of them calls in the NFL. Yeah. So he's gonna have to adapt.
Bigger name for wide receivers. They cater to the wide receivers more. Because we want to see scoring. That's what happens to all the leagues. All the leagues are watered down because what? We want to see more scoring, less defense, which has made the competitive level go, psh, there's no defense in the bubble. There's really no more defense in the NFL. You can't even hit the quarterback right. It's crazy. It's crazy. Which one do you want? Who you like to win it all, man? You got a favorite for this season for the NFL? What do you think gonna do with it?
My favorites. So I did make a list. I did. I like Ravens.
Yes, Ravens.
I like Ravens just because I know they're gonna come back for revenge. You know.
Yeah.
They got some unity on the offensive side of the ball. And
Lamar Jackson has not won a playoff game. I'm gonna put that out there.
I feel like he gonna come back and wanna win something.
That's what they said last year. But we'll see.
He looked better.
Yeah, but he didn't win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Like he looked better. Went 14-2. I want to say that Ravens team was the only team to go 14-2 and lose in the first round.
You know what? That seemed like they baited them. They knew they like, man, we're gonna catch y'all slipping later.
And they did. But they ran against Tennessee. That's a hot team with
They was hot.
That's a hot football team. I was like, nobody really want to play that team. They damn near beat the Chiefs.
Then, I can't count out Tom Brady. I have to. As bad as I don't even want to say it, I can't count him out. And the reason why I look at it in a weird sense. It's like, okay, you got the NFC South. You got some tough teams. It's like this. If he make it out the NFC South,
who else gonna beat him? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if he make it out of there,
San Francisco, Jimmy G gonna smash his ass. Nick Bosa gonna crush him from the left to the right. That's who's gonna beat him. But I see what you're saying. That's a good team, bro. Like Tom Brady is the winner. You feel me? You put him around that many weapons.
If he can just develop with that team team playing those, you know, those NFC South games and just ball, and they got a groove, and he get in the playoff, they can scheme for some team. A team they got to play one time.
Yeah,
I can see that happening because he got enough weapons. It's just a matter of him making out the NFC South. I think that's gonna be his biggest thing, making it out the NFC South. If he can do that, I feel like he can have a run in the playoffs. Yeah, right. He's done it.
So my favorite gonna be, I like the Ravens just because they schedule sweet, and I really do like Lamar. Besides what I was saying earlier, that's his flaws though. He has not won a playoff game. He's looked really good in the regular season, and the playoffs come. It's like they take away what he likes to do, and he really can't adapt. Like Tennessee scored early, and I don't think last year playoffs Tennessee scored early, scored on their first possession, and I think that took Ravens like, oh shit, we didn't expect them to score first drive. What the hell? And it puts pressure on the offense to score. You feel me? If Ravens would have got Tennessee off the field that first drive, I bet you Lamar would have went crazy. But you don't know about that pressure when you're like, damn, we down 7-0 already. And I'm back in this same position, man. Oh my God, don't overthink it, LJ. He overthought it. But it's all good.
Who else you got?
I like Seattle. I got Russell Wilson. I'm gonna put some money in, man. I got Russell Wilson for MVP this year. Wilson is
that sounds crazy. It sounds so crazy, but it might be right.
Russell Wilson. I remember he called Eagles.
I remember you called the Eagles year.
That year they went to the Super Bowl. I said this team is it.
He said it early. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Who?
And
They
Eagles
had
did it.
injuries and all, and they just
Eagles still went with a backup quarterback, and that's my underdog for this year. Folks sleep on the Eagles. I think Carson got his groove back. Carson took a team with no receivers. All his receivers got hurt. Alshon Jeffrey out. He's playing with third stringers. Got to the playoffs, bro. So when the team is healthy now, they picked up Darius Slay as a DB. You got Jalen Hurts. Come bring in and swizazz it. Like,
you could just throw him in.
you throw him in, man. That's athlete.
Throw
That's
him
an
up here
athlete for
instead of
real.
playing.
So in that division, kind of weak. Besides Dallas, who challenging them? Redskins.
Hey,
Redskins not challenging them.
listen, Redskins might not make it to the playoffs.
They're rebuilding.
Redskins might have a good
Giants.
season. Oh, I'm
Giants.
sorry. The Washingtons. The
Yeah.
Washingtons might have a good season.
Washington's. Yeah, I said the Redskins too. It's such a habit.
So used to it. I mean,
Yeah, Washington.
that we've known that.
What does it say on Madden? It says Washington Football Team, bro.
Washington
they don't
football
even
team.
have a name.
They have a
anymore.
W as their logo.
They don't even have a name no more. That's crazy.
My underdog is the Saints.
The Saints is it's
They're
not
not really an
underdog.
underdog, but that's my underdog. Like, I don't think anyone has them to win it, but I think, hey man, they're in the NFC
Yeah.
South too.
That's
If they show up and show out, they put some of them guys out the way. Hey, they might ball.
Yeah,
So
Saints do for it too, but I'm scared Saints might have missed their window, bro.
that's my thing. I feel like
They might have missed
I
their
feel
window.
like what's his name? Drew Brees.
He's Hall of Fame. First
But I'm
ballot.
saying, like, it usually is a storyline when you about to leave out. You gotta get some type
I see what you're saying. Drew Brees is on the end of his little court,
Right,
it's like
so why not?
he's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or when it's bright, the light at the end of the tunnel bright. The end of the tunnel's near, so they might give him. Drew Brees did, but he had his big hoorah. He beat Peyton. He gave New Orleans their first championship. Will they give him two? Did Brett Favre get two? Brett Favre only got one. Drew Brees, you probably just going to end up with one, but it's possible for them to get it. They have a good team.
Yeah.
They're loaded, locked and loaded for
They
sure.
they might get one.
They locked and loaded for sure.
Hey, it's like looking at it, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
It's NFL gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be
Then-
so much better because we went through that rough time in 2020. So
listen, and also we don't know if they're gonna even have fans,
yeah.
and so we don't know who really gonna play well without fans or not. But
Yeah.
Kibo, man, I think we touched
We
everything.
touched everything we needed to, man.
Hey, this
That's
is
episode
Pod. Exactly, this is Pod Talk Sports.
It's a wrap.
Boy Matt, your boy Kibo.
We here.
Hey man,
We'll be back
appreciate
next
y'all
week for
watching.
y'all, man.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all watching us, man. Hey, we signing out.